Let me start the same way I've started the last few and thank these people that came on a tough, snowy night. We need them. I thought we needed their energy down the home stretch. We just didn't finish the game like we finished Saturday. I'd like to say everything on my mind, but I'm not going to do that. I do that with our team behind private doors. So let's start with the compliments first. I give these guys a lot of credit. We had 6 players that were struggling with the flu the last 3 days. Hayden took an IV before the game. Al and Jordan and Lieberman have been out for a while, and I really compliment the fact that they gave us a heck of an effort. The game was probably similar to the 17 of the 19 games we played, back and forth, back and forth. A game of runs. I think they led by 8 or 9. I think we led by 10 before the technicals. But long story short, with about a minute to play in the game, our ball to tie or win. We've been there. These are learning experiences. I wish for our loyal fans and our players, we win them all. Every time we had the ball to win all these 17 games, we'd win. But you know what? You can't always get what you want. I thought, on the other hand, Nevada's guys really dug deep. They came into the game the poorest three-point shooting team in the league, and I thought that was the difference, 7 for 14 at the three-point line. A little unexpected. A couple guys that have really struggled this year, but you know what? They threw them up and they went in.
Larry, take us through the whole sequence of technicals. I mean, what did you see, and how much did that kind of swing the game? I know you gave yourself chances at the end, but you're up by 10, and all of a sudden before
you're up by 10, but you're up by 8 because you foul on a drive, so they're going to make 2 free throws. And there was a push by one of their players, and one of our players pushed back. That's a technical for each. And then on the way back to the huddle, Josh waved to the kid, and they said that's unsportsmanlike to make fun of him. So they called yet another technical. So instead of going from 10 to 8, our ball got a little momentum. It's quickly 10 to 6. And then next possession, it's 10 to 4. From that point on, it's a dogfight. But there are things that I saw that I shared with our team that were a little uncharacteristic of us. I'd rather blame it on the flu. That way nobody gets hurt.
Were you surprised that Oliver wasn't ejected right away? It seemed like
Yeah, I didn't see it enough, nor would I comment enough. I thought that was a very insignificant, small part of the game. We had chances with the basketball in our hand. They had chances with the basketball in our hand. The referees, the crowd, the temperature of the gym had very little to do with it. It was the players making plays down the home stretch.
Did you notice any sort of intensity that was different from them after that sequence?
No, I thought the second half we really struggled offensively. We really shared the ball for about a 5-minute stretch in the first half. I think we knocked in 3, maybe even 4 threes, where we were next pass, next pass, next pass. And I'd rather compliment their defense than to degrade our passing the second half, but we didn't share the ball like that down the home stretch. And kudos to their defense. They really crawled up on us, made us use the dribble.
What do you say to the team after a loss like this, where you seemingly played well for a good chunk of the game, but come on with a loss?
You know, I thought we played well at Cal, Montana State. I thought we played well at Nevada on the road. I thought we played well at San Diego State. I thought we played well in a lot of these games. So usually I just try to tell them the truth. I think that's the right thing to do in every situation. I rarely try to make up stuff. I'm going to tell them what I think, and consequently, a lot of times I tell them, look, guys, I could be wrong, but I do owe it to you to share with you what I think I saw and what I need to tell you. And that's really the way I try to handle things.
Did you feel like you played well, though, for the most part then, Larry?
I did not. I was disappointed with the flow of the game. I thought there were a couple individuals, and I thought there were a couple moments, as I said, where we really shared the ball. We did rebound the ball a lot better than we did in game 1 against them. But that was my disappointment. And I see the stats, 14 assists, 8 turnovers, let's go home. We really shared the ball well. I didn't get that feeling.
Did they do anything different defensively to do that?
No, their game plan was very similar to game 1. We expected that, similar matchups. And I thought through the heart of the game, we did a heck of a job. I mean, we led by, 8 or 10 with about 9 to play. That's pretty good 31 minutes against a pretty good 11 and 7 team or whatever they are. But it just wasn't enough that last minute and a half. And Fenner's 3, he misses that 3. We probably win the game.
When you get back and get with the guys them about, if something heated like that comes up, not to react, so to speak?
Yeah, there were a couple apologies in the locker room, but like I said, those were no more significant points than our 8 missed free throws, one front end of a one-on-one. That's 9. You win the game if you make your free throw. So you could probably take a look at or blame, as in almost every basketball game. I choose not to do that. I choose to move on. There were times when I'd like to throw a fit, get a couple technicals, get thrown out, but my wife wouldn't let me get fined now that they've already suspended me.
How did you think you guys defended Marquise Coleman?
I thought we did a good job for the most part. And, he's balanced his game so much that he can win games now just making assists and being a leader. And like I told him after the game, I'm really proud of his growth as an outsider looking in. I don't know him personally, but I have a great deal of respect for what he has become in this league as a senior. And I like seeing seniors. That's what college used to be about.
How concerned are you with just this bug? Is this flu bug? Is it
Yeah, it's for real. We got to hope that we mend and we get through it, and that we're not probably the only team. But like I said, I compliment some of these guys that could have taken a night off. We needed them.
You say that every game's a must-win. Do you feel like this one, almost just let it slip? You guys are up 10.
I could look at it that way. I choose not to, but I easily could. I could write it. I could say it. But I choose not to. I choose to compare it to the other 17 out of 19 games where if you're not playing your best or you are playing your best, seemingly this team has found a way to be in every single against some very good teams. Wish we were playing a 2-18 team, but that's not a 2-18 team.
Coach, earlier in the season, you kind of mentioned that this isn't a team that's going to win a game by like 20 or 30 points. It's going to be dogfights every time. Do you feel like that's kind of how your season's been playing out?
It's definitely it's prophetic. I think our guys bought into that. I think they enjoy the tussle. Let's face it, no different than our loyal fans. They enjoy W's more than L's, but I think they've come to understand how we are built this season, and then let's put ourselves in position to win and see who makes the most plays the last 2 minutes.